Breaking, lawmakers propose to ban CBN governor after considering second reading bills passed. So I think the plan here is to ban the CBN governor and deputy CBN governors from participating in politics. That is the plan. I think they are learning lessons from what happened during MFL's time. And so Emefiele was still a CBN governor at the same time participating in APC presidential primaries, to the point that he even bought a lot of vehicles, almost 100 vehicles, to be used for campaign. And after the campaign now, he lost during the APC presidential primaries, and now saw that he was going to lose both at both ends, both in politics and in his role as CBN governor. Then he decided to go back to CBN governor's role and continue there till now. Okay, so we need to look through and see what the lawmakers are learning from all of those experiences, and see whether they are banning them from participating in politics while they are sitting as CBN governors, or even after their role as CBN governors. We need to understand that. So let's dive into the details for more information. The Senate on Wednesday considered two bills seeking to ban the governors of the Central Bank of Nigeria and the deputy governors of the Central Bank of Nigeria from participating in politics. The two bills passed a second reading during plenary at the upper chamber, which is the Senate. The Senate passed them after the consideration of two similar bills sponsored by Sunday Karimi, the lawmaker representing Kogi West Senatorial District, and Darlington Mokocha, lawmaker representing Abia Central Senatorial District. During the debates on the bills, the lawmakers proposed that Section 9 be further amended to insulate the CBN governors and deputies from participating in politics while in service. That's correct. So both senators equally proposed that the Auditor General of the Federation, Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, and Chartered Institute of Bankers in Nigeria be represented on the board of the CBN. Wow. Okay. I think it's because a lot has been going on in that CBN, especially under Emefiele. In fact, the corruption under Emefiele as CBN governor was actually to the peak. This is the highest of its kind in the history of Central Bank of Nigeria. And I'm sure that is informing this decision to ban them from participating in politics. We all know generally that once you are a sitting government official, you don't have to participate in politics. Otherwise, there will be conflict of interest between the political desire, endeavors, and the office the person is occupying. And the person can also use the office occupying to his own political advantage. And actually, even it's a no-brainer, even without going through the law, the constitution, it's actually a no-brainer that somebody like CBN Governor Emefiele, when he was there, participating in APC politics, you see that the ruling party used him to their own advantage. That is one part. The second part is that he must have used his office as a CBN governor to amass the wealth he's using to go run politics. So all of that put together indicates that once you are there, you should not be participating in politics. All civil servants, all public office holders should not participate in politics. The rule is there. The first option is if you're going to participate in politics, you should then resign or relinquish that seat first and then go and participate in politics. But while you are sitting there in that public office, you shouldn't participate in politics to avoid conflict of interest between your interest and the public interest, which is the government interest. Okay. So there are a few comments here. Somebody saying, don't go beyond our constitutional provisions. As it is to Mr. A, so should it be to Mr. B. They are all government employees. So what are you trying to say now? We understand. We should look at what the Constitution provides. And if there's a loophole in the Constitution, then it should be amended. Now, this action will not be limited to CBN governors alone. Even the Attorney General of the Federation, the what do they call them? The Chief Justice of Nigeria, all the appeal court judges and Supreme Court justices, all of them are magistrates of courts. Okay, all of these people should not participate in politics. All the MDs and CEOs of government parastatals, like the Federal Inland Revenue Service, like the Corporate Affairs Commission, like the military and the paramilitaries, the custom, the immigration, and all of that. Anybody in those offices should not participate in politics because you are a public servant. Okay, you are already a civil servant, or in a way. So if you participate in politics, there is tendency of using your position in the office to, to benefit yourself in your political agenda. So I think it's a good thing that's starting, but the question is, how will this implement it? How would they make it work? Because for Nigeria, I doubt how things work. So I would say, even if it is passed, nothing happens after all. No law works in Nigeria, and that is the truth. No law works in Nigeria. Look at the president now contravening so many things, and they are bending the law because of him. Okay, look at what happened between Senate, Akpabio and Ahmad Lawan. Okay, the law didn't work. The Supreme Court is the same thing that passed them, even when they contravened the electoral law and the Electoral Act of 2022. So these things are better put in place, but never implemented, never used. And even when it is used on the common man and not on the elite, the privileged elite. That's how bad it is. And it's quite an unfortunate situation that we have drifted into a state of lawlessness in Nigeria. It's not as if we don't have law, but the law doesn't work. The law is activated for some people and inhibited for some others. That's how bad it is. People that have money buy justice. People that do not have money suffer justice. That is how it works. And that is why Nigeria is where it is. It's not actually going to go anywhere. Someone is saying excellent decisions. The bills should be passed immediately. It's not about passing the bill into law. Will it be implemented? Will the same lawyers not bend it? Because the lawyers are the law enforcement agents, and they will bend it. Okay, they will bend it to suit their candidate. They will bend it to suit the highest bidder or highest payer, because he who pays the piper dictates the tone. So that is how the judiciary had become slaves to executive and the legislators. The legislators and executive have turned the judiciary to their slave, and so it is going to be difficult to see how these things will work. Okay, so it's not enough to pass the bills. Even they themselves are passing the bills. How did they become politicians? That is how bad it is. Are they going to be investigated for the previous ones? No. So, but generally, it would be a good thing if Nigeria is to be a sane environment. But is Nigeria a sane environment? I think the answer is no. So as long as Nigeria is not a sane environment, it's obviously not going to work. As long as Nigerian laws are meant for the few less privileged, okay, while the privileged elites are not affected by the law, then it's not going to work. There's partiality, there's inequality before the law in Nigeria, and it's quite an unfortunate situation. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.